Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Frances Faden, and I'm so grateful to get to spend this time with you. I'm going to be sharing something really fun today, and I hope that it is something useful for you. I'm going to be doing a book review in a little bit of a different way. Normally, I don't come on camera to do my book reviews because you don't really need to watch me reading a book, but this is a different kind. So let's get ourselves ready by taking a few deep breaths together. Breathing in the energy of expansion, breathing out anything that you no longer need. If you're driving, please keep your eyes on the road, but you can still bring your awareness to your breath. And as you're coming into this moment, really feeling that divine presence supporting you, loving you, guiding you. Knowing that whatever it is that you need to hear today to help you magnify your miracles is going to be exactly what you hear. So let's take one more deep breath together in gratitude, and we can begin. All right, my friend. Well, welcome once again to the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. So excited to have you here. Really, really grateful. And I will say that I'm recording this podcast in the month of March of 2022. And there's lots of really intense energy happening on the planet right now. So whenever you might be listening to this podcast, you might be listening to it way in the future. Know that this particular episode and this book review is meant to support you and help you at any time, but especially if you're going through a particularly challenging time. So for all of us who are highly sensitive, which I know you are, the energy has been really challenging on the planet, and people have been, a lot of my clients that I've been working with, people that are in the Magnify Your Miracles membership, people are saying, what is going on? I feel so tired. I just kind of want to take a nap on the couch. And I'm right there with you. I totally get it. And it's not that you have your head buried in the sand. It's not that. It's that because we're sensitive, we're absorbing and feeling a lot of what's going on. So if you remember in last week's episode, Mother Mary asked me to share with you a beautiful meditation to help you pray not for peace, but from peace. And so to continue on with that theme of how can I be peaceful? How can I be the energy of peace on the planet? I wanted to share with you a book that I just got myself that I think is going to be so fun for you and so peaceful. And I'm going to share with you my favorite way of using it. So here it is. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. Whoop. Our Lady's Garden, a coloring book for prayer and meditation by Veruschka Guerra. And I don't know who Veruschka Guerra is, but again, trying to get it in the screen here. Our Lady's Garden. It's a coloring book and a prayer and meditation book. How fun is that? So if you're watching me on YouTube, you can see that I held it up. And if I hold it up again, you're going to be like, why is she doing this? You know what's so interesting about this cover, you guys? So for those of you who can see it, look at these colors that are over here. Look at the beautiful blue and yellow. And is that not the color of the Ukrainian flag? But then look at the big red. And so we have the red, white, and blue, which is the color of Russia. And of course, it's the color of America. And then we have this beautiful blue and yellow. And notice how Mother Mary's energy is the unifying energy between the two. So I ordered this before the war broke out. I ordered it before any of that stuff was going on. And I had just gotten it, I don't know, I think I got it just before Lent began. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. I'm going to have a little coloring book for myself. And what I love about it is it combines coloring with prayers. So I'm going to open it and so you can see it. Look. So this, obviously I haven't used it yet, and I'm trying to figure out how to show you this on the thing. So here's the beautiful prayer, Hail, Queen of Heaven. And you can be saying a prayer while you get out your crayons or your colored pencils or your markers, and you can read the prayer and you can be drawing at the same time. I love this so much. Look at this beautiful, look at this. Beautiful prayer. Look at that Mother Mary, and there's a beautiful Hail Mary. And then we have, I'm looking to see, are these pages numbered? I know you guys always are like, what page are you reading from? It doesn't have any numbers on it. But here's the beautiful one of Our Lady of Guadalupe, which is my favorite prayer, my favorite message from her. Do not let your heart be troubled. Do not fear illness or any illness or anguish. Am I not here? I who am your mother, are you not under my shadow and protection? Am I not the source of your joy? Are you not in the folds of my mantle and the crossing of my arms? Is there anything else that you need? I love that. That's my favorite one. And look, here's a beautiful picture of Mother Mary sitting on a bench saying, I'm right here with you. And you could color this in with the beautiful roses. And you can use any colors you want. And you don't have to color in the lines if you don't want to. Here's a beautiful picture of this beautiful Holy Spirit. It's a dove. I'm not very good at holding up pictures on the camera. It makes me, my dyslexia really starts to kick in. But here's what I'm going to do, my friends, and I'm going to invite you to do this. So I'm doing this not only as a meditation practice, but as a peace practice. Because by the end of the day, if you've watched the news, if you've talked to people, so much going on that is just, it's a lot. And if you're highly sensitive like me, it's a lot. And you need a way to come back to peace within yourself. And that doesn't mean that you're burying your head in the sand. And it doesn't mean that you're pretending that these things aren't happening. It doesn't mean that at all. It means that you're saying, there's nothing I can do if I'm not peaceful myself. Let me get into that place of peace, as Mother Mary said. And then whatever inspired action I'm supposed to take, I will know, whether that's donating something or doing something political or whatever type of thing that you feel guided to do. Maybe you're going to start a Power of 8 group and pray for peace, like whatever it might be. But we have to come from a place of peace first. Otherwise, we're just adding to the agitation and the worry and the anger and the anguish. And that's not going to help anything. So this is what I'm going to do. And I invite you to do this with me. And I'd love to hear about it. I love to listen to either Gregorian chant. And you can, if you don't have any CDs or you don't have Apple Music, you can go onto the amazing service that I love called Pandora Music. And they usually play 3 or 4 songs in a row before they have any commercials. And if you want to pay for it, you can get it without commercials, but you don't need to do that. And you can put in there a radio station called Gregorian chant or Benedictine chant, and you can have that going on in the background. If you prefer Sanskrit mantra type of chanting, you can put in Gayatri Mantra, you can put in whatever you want, or you can put in Deva Premal, who's my favorite artist for chanting, and you will be able to color and pray and have that beautiful music in the background. You can also just do classical music. You can do Solfeggio music, which I don't know if you guys know Solfeggio, but Solfeggio has these beautiful tones that are at certain frequencies, and so it's 528 hertz or 440 hertz or whatever it might be. If you go to YouTube, you can put in Solfeggio frequencies, and there are videos on there that are like 9 hours long. You can have Solfeggio frequencies on in the background and doing this. Or my favorite album to listen to whenever I'm doing with anything with Mother Mary is the Benedictine, the sisters, the Benedictine sisters. Now I can't remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to put it in the show notes. But the album is called The Hymns of Mary. That's the name of it. And you know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. And normally I try to be a little bit more prepared, so I apologize for doing this, but I want to make sure that you have this. The Hymns of Mary. It's Christmas at Ephesus. That's not it. So Canticle of Ecstasy, that's the music of St. Hildegard of Bingen. That's amazing. I love that. Marian Hymns at Ephesus. That's it. So we have Marian Hymns at Ephesus, and that is by the Benedictines of Mary, Queen of the Apostles. So I'll put that in the show notes for you. Marian Hymns at Ephesus by the Benedictines of Mary, Queen of the Apostles. And that anything that they do is amazing. It's all a cappella, but I love having that in the background. You can do any kind of Benedictine chanting music. You can do Gregorian chanting music. You can do this beautiful canticle of, is it? Canticle of Ecstasy, which is St. Hildegard of Bingham's music. Have that in the background. So good. I'd play it for you, but anytime I play music in my podcast, I get in trouble. I'm not allowed to do that. Otherwise, I'd be doing it for you all the time. So my friend, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This is what it says on the back by the artist who created this. Walking in Our Lady's garden, may you quiet your heart and savor simple moments of growth in art, in nature, in kindness and caring, and in love for yourself and the person at your side. And that's Veruschka Guerra, the artist. So my friends, do something kind for yourself. Give yourself a treat. Let yourself combine creativity, art, beauty, and prayer. Put a little music on in the background and give yourself not only a prayer practice, but a time of peace to let your heart, your beautiful heart that is so sensitive, let it relax. Let your heart relax. Let your mind relax. Put your energy on something that is actually going to make a difference for what's going on in the world right now. Again, I'm going to hold it up one more time and see if I can actually get it so that you can see it. Here we go. Our Lady's Garden. Look at these beautiful colors. Look at these beautiful colors. How timely is this, my friends? So cool. All right. Well, I would love to hear what it's like for you. And maybe you have a different book that you use. I would love to hear what it's like for you if you've noticed that spending some time coloring, doing it in a prayerful way, doing it in a meditative way, does it help you feel more peaceful? Does it help you relieve stress? I hope that it does. I'm going to be doing it too. I'm going to be letting you know how it is for me, getting out my colored pencils. If you did enjoy this episode, please share it with your friends or your family or anybody that you know could use a little bit more peace in your life, anybody that would love to magnify their miracles. I would really appreciate it. The most important thing is if you could leave me a review on Apple Podcasts. That helps me out more than you could possibly imagine. It really makes a big difference. So thank you so much for that. And remember, my friend, the key to magnifying your miracles is to know that your miracle is already here. God bless you, my friend. Bye-bye.